I'm up here working on the bees, and I just have to share that one of the lead beekeepers in my area just did the nicest thing for me you could ever imagine. He came over, offered, I go to all the bee meetings, and I guess he said that I look frazzled and I had the kids, and he just had compassion, and so he wanted to help me, and he offered to come check out the hives. And there were some issues, like I'm supposed to still be giving them food, but he had to scrape a lot of the comb off because my frames were not close enough together. I thought they looked great, they didn't. So see, they were building out of the frame. Well, anyway, so you're supposed to clean out these top feeders. You put part sugar water, 1-to-1 ratio of sugar and water, and then it gets ants and stuff in it, and between every feeding you just rinse it out with the water hose. And I'm gonna put 2 quarts of sugar water in there in each one. And I didn't have bee wax on my frames, so you can see that, like, the bees, that's part of why they weren't doing it appropriately. So he also just gave me some awesome frames. Like, I could have never afforded to, buy those. So it's just such a blessing. And I was just like boo-hooing, basically. I felt so embarrassed. But just to have his compassion, just to give so generously and go out of his way. So anyway, my encouragement to go be a blessing to someone, anyone, it can make such a difference. So the bees are really docile. Of course, the smoke is supposed to help with that. But it's so important. Here's beginner mistake number 1 that I've made, is these frames have to be super close together, touching. And you use the hive tool to do that. So, and also he said that these plastic frames, they don't tend to like as much. All right, so we have 10 frames in here, and now we need equal room here on the ends. Close. It's hard to, I'm not good at multitasking, but every single one of these need to be lined up, and we want about an equal distance. So